Okay, I think we're in business, except now we're crooked. Ay, Dios mío de los ejércitos. Okay. Um, I don't know. Let me do this. Arch. Hey, I'll be daggone. I am. Looks like we're beaming up, Scotty. Okay, I think that's good. So, thank you to all of you who were bearing with me, all of you that came in to troll while I was like having a nervous breakdown. Thank you to Annie for coming to the rescue, Ms. Bell for coming to the rescue. Thank you, all of you. I love all of you. So thank you very much. Anywho, I'm not sure who's watching. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so I had just finished a video on how to make this faux paper. And it's kind of like a botanical paper, but some of it, depending on how flat your ingredients are that you put on your paper, it will determine how bumpy the background is. So this one was a little bit more bumpy. This was the book page one. This was the one that I did on just regular coffee or copy paper. I just did half of it. And I did some stamping. It has a little bit of coffee and some herbs. And then I took those little teeny tiny straw flowers I have, and you have to break off the petals because in the middle they have a hard center, and you can't really you can use them like that, but it's more likely that you will get lumps and bumps and air bubbles. So I'm going to show you how we can use these to make some tags. So I keep what I call an everyday journal. And when I make something, I usually put it in my everyday journal. So that's my one that I made out of a paper bag. And I love that one because it's easy and flexible, and I can take it with me. So it's really quite fun. I'm going to see. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so as you can see, I have a mess on my desk today. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I have too much stuff. But I want to do something down here on the bottom. And I was thinking about some lace, and I think I had pulled some out sometime here around the point that I was trying to get this video to work. So if none of you want to come back, I totally understand. So I wasted your time not being able to get this to work. Okay, so now the tag has a nice back on it. So if you want to use it for a journaling tag, you can. I often use tags to journal on and to put in my journals, especially if they're the big fat ones. So you have lots and lots of journaling space on the back. And then I just took my little corner rounder and I rounded the bottom corners, which it's just kind of like an aesthetic thing. You don't really have to do it if you don't want to. So I had pulled out some lace that I was going to use. Okay, here it is. Second. Because I think some tattered lace on this would look nice. So I'm going to, and I think this was some tatting that I cut off of something else. So I kind of like it like that. It is a similar color, but I don't know. Let's see if maybe a darker color will look better. Ooh, this darker ecru looks nice. Maybe we'll just do one with the ecru, or this is more of like a tea stained, and then we'll do one with the other one. Okay. I cut that too short, dang it. I'm not paying attention. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. So I'm going to cut this a little longer. And that way I can do a little bit of a scrunching on it. So a lot of people, when they do their scrunching, they use a hot glue gun. I don't have mine plugged in, so I don't want to wait for that to start working. So another thing you can use is, this is Beacon craft glue, and it's really nice because it has what they call an instant grab, and it's a little bit different than the glitter glue. One thing about this glue though is it does have acetone in it, so there is a smell. And then also you keep in mind that if you don't keep the lid on this, or if you, it'll start to evaporate pretty quick. So So I'm just going to put this on the bottom. And then it can get like kind of gloppy too, meaning it can get kind of like where it's sticky and it um doesn't want to come out of the bottle really great, but it is a good glue for scrunching if you don't have um a hot glue gun. You may be able to use any type of glue. You just need something that's a fast grab glue. Now I often used in my art glitter glue. And art glitter glue is really a nice glue, but I haven't ever tried it for the ruching or the scrunching portion before, so I'm not sure how it will work. Maybe just perfectly fine. So as you can see, that leaves this cute little ruffle on the bottom. And then we can decide what kind of image we want to put on this. So I have, well, you all know I have a lot of Tim Holtz things, but I was trying to see if I had any of my small images available that I make myself. Where's my folder? Is this it? This is one of them, I think. And I really like florals. I really like birds. So I'm not sure what you guys like. These little girls are kind of cute. Maybe we'll use them. Do we want it to be more vintagey or do we want it to be more vintagey or more I love that little girl right there. We could use her, and then we could use her from this one if we want to keep it more vintagey rather than having to fussy cut. Now, I don't know if you can see this glue. I'm going to tilt it a little bit for you, but see how it'll bubble up with the bubble? Can you see the bubble? Yeah. So if it doesn't get super dry on the tip, you can still use that glue that's seeping out of the bottle. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do this other piece of another piece of lace for the ruching, so we'll have that part done. Squish, squish. I need to pause for a moment. So, one of the things you can do when you're doing like this ruching or this scrunching is leave your lace on the roll or the length that you have. That way, when you're done the ruching process, you're not wasting extra um, lace or, yardage that you don't have to use. So the journaling tags that I am making out of my faux botanical papers. And if you are interested in seeing how I made those, I have a video that I just posted today. So I covered the back with some craft cardstock. That just makes them a little bit sturdier because I had done this just on a book page. And even though I put the napkin on the top, it was still a little bit flimsy. So now I have two tags. Now I have two tags and I want to find some images to put on them. So I have these that I had made and I'm going to cut some of the larger ones out and see which ones I like. I don't want to get too big of an image, but I really like these larger ones here. Now, you can cut these out however you want. If you like the white border, by all means use that. If you aren't a fan of the white border, then you can cut right into the image. But a lot of times, the white border doesn't mind me if doesn't bother me if it's trimmed enough, because I can go around the edge with my distress ink, and a lot of times you won't even see that. Now, when you do that, you want to try to get as close to the image as possible, of course, unless you're creating yourself some type of frame with the white part, which looks fun too when you're creating tags. So I love her. She is so cute. So I'm going to use her, and I'm going to use this other one that's a little bit larger. And these aren't really black and white. These are kind of like a sepia color, I think. Okay, so I had a lot of technical difficulties, and now I'm up and running, but it doesn't seem to be that anyone's really visiting. So let me share this. And we'll see if I get a couple more. If not, I will just close and come back another day. All right, so these are the two little girls that I want, but I don't want just the little girls. Now, these are tiny. I'm wondering how they would look on here. These are some flowers that I made, and I have a video on this also. And I wanted to see if I could find like some labels or some sticker labels. I don't like stickers though. I'm very funny about using stickers. I like them if they are, oh, that's a little deer. If they are the clear ones, which I call pet stickers, PET stickers. I don't know what that stands for, but you know, this is a very good little sign for me today. A shroom. That's a baby shroom. And that's a baby squirrel. Okay, so some of these I have made myself. Some of these are from printables that I have gotten online. Oh, I love that. And some of them are labels. Now, here are two labels that are similar. So let me get the... Now, where would I put my dauber? I need to find my dauber. If you're here and you know me, say hello. If you're here and you know me, say hello. If you're here and you care to share, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so these are pink, and I love pink, but they really need to be grunged up. And they're a label, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put on them or what I want them to say. I'm just going to go like this and kind of make the middle another color. Hi, Tony. How are you? It's so nice to see you. I'm Jean, and I'm from Jean's Gems. And so, welcome to my home. Thank you for visiting. I'm working on some tags today. I just felt like having some fun with tags. What type of art do you do? I enjoy mixed media mainly. Oh, that's fabulous. I love to make ATCs. I'm going to go ahead and add you as a moderator. So if you want to follow anybody's channel, all you have to do is click on their name and then you can do that. Um, I don't celebrate Halloween, but if you're doing an ATC challenge in October, I would love to. Oh no, I'm sure that was a lot of work. Did you have it catered or did you have to do all the work or what? Sometimes the moms end up doing a lot of work instead of being able to relax at their child's wedding. Yes, I'm an art journaler too. Um, as a matter of fact, I was talking about my everyday art journal that I keep. And what I do is when I make projects for my videos, I will put my creations usually in my everyday journal. And it's made from a paper bag. And so these were something that I just made the other night, were these little cardboard pieces. And so these are great for tabs on the edge, or you can use them as clusters or whatever you want. And then I made this little tiny journal. So yeah, this is my like everyday one that I put my things in. I made my houses. I made some houses, and what else do I have in here? Pockets. So there's lots of space for other things. I'm glad you didn't have to do too much. Dear, do you would you possibly be able to press the share button and create a post to your community page for me and see if I can get a couple more people to visit us? I would really appreciate it. I just subscribed to your channel as well, so. And congratulations. Is that your only daughter? Okay, so I can't decide which of these or if any I like. Baby, come back. I'm a fool for you. Maybe everybody's taking their Sunday afternoon nap, which is what I'm going to be doing soon if I don't get some more viewers. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Another thing I like to do with my images is I like to make them look a little bit old. So what I will do is sometimes you can even just bend them in little places. You know how photos over the years. Hi, Brenda. Brenda, I had such a hard time trying to get online. It was get my the live going. It was awful. And finally I figured out how to do it, and now I don't have any viewers. It's terrible. Can you share me out to your community page, darling? I would really appreciate it. It's okay. It's one of those things that happen, and it is frustrating to say the least, but it does occur. So what I'm doing right here is I'm taking my fingernail and kind of putting some like marks or slits in the paper and tearing off different places. And then I really want to, thank you, Tony. I really appreciate you. And my friend Brenda is on here. She is an excellent artist. So if you're looking for some good content, she has some. So let me just tell you gals, since you just stopped in, this is paper. It's called faux botanical paper that I made in my last video. And the book paper was kind of light. So I backed it with some craft cardstock. Oh, I do too. Tony, do you do watercolor? Or do you do, what kind of painting do you do? And then I just put some trim at the bottom. And then I'm using these images that I have distressed. And I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these down because the more I fool with them, the less progress I'm going to make. Okay, glitter glue. Yay! Didn't take long to get it to function. Just great. When I came on, I couldn't get on StreamYard, and then when I came on via YouTube, oh my goodness, I got all these weird people. Some person telling me I had a sexy voice, and I started to laugh. Oh my goodness. Now, one thing about glitter glue, if you use it, wherever you put something is usually where it's going to stay. So, if you need to have something that's repositionable, the best kind of glue to use would be like a glue stick or something. Oh, thank you so much, Brenda. You're so sweet. So this is, glitter glue is a great way to keep your images exactly where you want them because it doesn't move, reposition, not very forgiving. I'm going to look. Oh, where did I put those? I thought I had some of my little faux stamps, but I don't see any of the. I don't see any of them. I have so many boxes of little things. That's why I'm not organized. Okay, so let's work on this little girl. And I'm going to trim off a little bit more of the white around the edges. Just so I don't have that much to distress. And I'm going to do her a little bit different because this one, okay, so this, tear down this side, and I'm going to tear it over to there, and then bend up here. Fold that over. There we have the bend, and we'll do another tear right here. Okay. So when you put that bend there, that and then ink it, it really does make it look like it was an old photograph that you found in a box somewhere in the attic. Not in the basement, because if it was in the basement, it would probably be all mildewy, so we're going to use attic. She is something else. I don't know how anybody could put her in a box. So today I think that I felt kind of lonely because I never watch sappy movies because I have chronic depression. I mean, it's controlled with medicine for the most part, but I have chronic depression. And as a result of that, I sometimes, um, watching those kinds of movies creates, even though it may not even be anything that relates to my life, it'll create some anxiety in me. So that's what was happening earlier. So that's why I wanted to go live. But then, you know, I felt kind of lonely and now nobody's here. This says throw kindness around like confetti. And I really like that saying. I think it's too. I'm wondering if I cut it around. You too? Yeah, Tony, if you're talking about depression, it is depression, just generalized depression and anxiety disorder is common among a lot of people. And sadly, like 10 years or so ago, it wasn't even really recognized as a debilitating illness, but it can be for some people if they don't have the support that they need. So I'm fine with most things, but I just try not to watch things that will trigger me into feeling sad. I think maybe I could put that up there. That will look cute. Now, what am I going to use for this other little girl? These reminded me of picture day and how you would always have this one kid that would oh, I hope it was okay yesterday. Yeah, Brenda, I think they're in my they're in Google, but I liked them because they reminded me of picture day. And you know how kids are, they forget to comb their hair. Yes. Um, Doing my journaling and my tags and my videos, it really is helpful to feel. It's kind of like a therapy for us. So, Brenda, did you do any crafts today, or is this just your day with not? Is this your day you do all your videos, or what do you do on Sunday? Just relax? Oops, sorry. with your honey bunny. Yeah. Tom's so nice. I'm glad I got to kind of meet him and hear his voice. Thank you, Brenda, for watching me. Okay, so this little one, I'm going to put up here at the top. I don't know how good my cutting was, but it's neither here nor there at this point. And then I'm thinking this one, I'm going to use this that says patience, but I think I'm going to attach it at the top with a bulb pin. So I'm thinking now, well, if I do that, this one doesn't really have, maybe I could put it down here and just cut it off. Would that look weird? No? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut this right here. And I'm not sure if I can. Thank you, Brenda. Okay. These are, I usually only use sentiments that I feel are applicable to myself and my life. And one of the things that I'm not good at is being patient sometimes and just letting things take its course. Okay, so that I've trimmed down a lot, and I think I'm going to put it down here because I want it to be different, a little bit different than the other one. And then I just rounded the corners so that it looks relatively even. Okay, there we go. They are so cute. I think they need something else, but I don't know what. I don't know if the topper part will be enough. These are too big. Or I could add some buttons, but I don't have them. Well, wait. Where did that box of buttons go? Oh. Not there. Where did they go? What? Mm-hmm. So what yummy things did you guys have for lunch today? Lunch. Or dinner. What time is it? Oh, I see where my buttons are. Shoot. They're holding up my stand. These little cosmos are pretty. That sounds good. Did you make it? Oh, that's nice. Always good to eat healthy. I was surprised how warm it was today. I had to put my fan on in here. I don't have AC or anything, so. Can't really see the stems very well. Okay, that's okay. We will just do it like that. And Miss Patience over here, I need to find something to put in the center of those. She's being very patient. And isn't yellow like one of the, I don't know what it is about yellow. Yellow doesn't seem to be a lot of people's favorite color, but it sure does brighten up things. I like yellow. Okay. The reason why I'm fussing with those other ones is I think they're doubles, and it's very hard for me to get them peeled apart. So let me see if I can find some that are not. You know, I bought these, probably 10, 15 years ago. And back then, they were $6.99. Yes, Brenda. They were $6.99, and they're called October Cosmos. And I got them for 50 cents at a yard sale one time. It was, I got a lot of stuff that time at the yard sale that the woman was, I guess she was kind of destashing, but um, that's going to throw that off. Put it down here. Um, but back then, Prima, I don't know if this is Prima. It doesn't say on the back. But Prima Marketing did a lot of these types of flowers and all kinds of stuff, and they were one of my favorites. And I'm sure I still have some of their stuff, but I can't get to everything because it's in storage. Okay, guys, I think I'm about to go. I'm so thankful though that because I've been here an hour and almost an hour and no one else has come on. So I am thankful to both of you for sharing your time with me. And I'm sure I'll try this again. I just don't think it was a good situation because I could not get on earlier and I had like 3 tries. So people were getting frustrated with me. So I will finish these up and I'll do a short or something so you guys can see them. It was a pleasure to meet you, Tony. And Brenda, thank you so much. I love you. You know I do. So you guys have a great rest of your day and have fun. Oh, Brenda, did you watch my video on the faux botanicals yet? This is one of the pieces that dried and it came out really nice. So when you watch it, you'll see that. Okay, guys, bye for now. Take good care.